hello, everybody. Thank you for joining the chat with the Graduate Dean. I have a few, I guess, audio visuals today, just to tell our students what I think of them. So first of all, I love our graduate students. And do you know why I love the graduate students at UT Dallas? I love them because they are number one. So if you're wondering whether or not you're loved and revered by me, the Senior Associate Dean and Grad Dean, and the Advising Office, and our program directors, you will know it is because you are number one in our book, and we love you. How about that? So let's get on to the topics of our agenda today. This is the post chat with the Graduate Dean after spring break. You have all of that momentum driving up to spring break. Then you go and, of course, do whatever you do during spring break, whether it's at the beach or in the mountains or hiding in your apartment watching Netflix. And then you come back and you got to gear it up again to get to the rest of the semester. I wanted to just take a moment to kind of talk about where we are. As a globe and as a nation and as a state and as a school. We've been through a lot the last couple of years with the pandemic. And, our hope and expectation is that we're going to near to the end of this pandemic, be an endemic, and life will be better than it has been. Is it ever going to be what it was before? I don't think so. But the next normal is going to be better. But I think that means that we have to be cognizant of a couple of things. And one thing that I've noticed is that we've all been in sort of the pandemic fog for a long time. And I think that fog has dampened our desires to get out and to engage. I think we've been very comfortable, sitting back and not engaging because we couldn't engage. And I think it's really tough to kind of get those motors roaring again and getting out there again. We live in a world, humans are dependent upon interactions with other humans. So that means that you're going to have to get comfortable with interacting more. We've got these great student organizations that are interacting with all of these employers right now. You need to get off your sofa, get away from your books, grab a couple of classmates and friends, and start getting out there and re-engaging. Because, even though the world of work is probably moving more toward virtual work and remote work, the reality is those individuals who put themselves out there in human form, face-to-face form, those people are going to have an edge. As much as we think that we can interact just as well virtually, face-to-face is actually a little bit more valuable. So, if you're going to accept an internship, you may think, oh my gosh, I really am going to love this internship being remote. But if you have the chance for that internship to not be remote, take it not remote, take it face-to-face. Because FaceTime is an old term that we used back in the 90s, and it meant that if you had FaceTime with your executives, then you had an advantage in the workplace. And as much as I don't want to say that is true, it is. Because when you are gathering around the soda machine or grabbing that cup of coffee at Starbucks, that time that you're engaging with your superiors is the time that you can make suggestions about great innovations, or they can ask you what you think. And that doesn't happen by accident when you do everything on a virtual setting. So I really want to encourage our students to get out of the pandemic fog, get out of the comfort of your pajama pants and doing everything virtually, and get out there and engage. Start getting comfortable again, being with people, interacting with people, getting engaged in student organizations, attending some career management center events, because folks, you can't replace the advantages you get by opening up those face-to-face doors. So open those doors and get after it. And speaking of getting after it, this little bird told me that our advising operation has a top 5 list, and I don't have a number 5. I only have a number 1. But our advisors are number 1 in our students book. So why don't you give us, Angela, the top 5 things relative to registration, which is it's going to happen. It's coming right around the corner. So Angela, what are your top 5?
Thank you, Dean Powell. Is it backwards for me? Because I see it as number 1. Wait, could you put the numbers?
So should it be this way or this way?
I think it's the other way.
This way.
I think so.
Okay, so here we go. How about that?
I'm ready.
All right, so give me the top 5.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So registration, as Dean Powell said, is rapidly approaching. We have just had the schedule released for the summer semester on the 21st of this month, and the fall semester will be released next Monday on the 28th. So it is time for you guys to start planning. Again, you cannot register yet. We've had a lot of students come in or contact us and ask why can they not register in coursework now. It's because registration has not begun. It's just the planning part of it. So for summer, your registration will begin on April 4th. That is open enrollment for all students who plan to attend summer classes. And for fall, you will have registration appointment times within Orion. But everyone has their own enrollment appointment, and it does not mean that you need to come in to see anybody. It is just a time and date that you can enroll yourself in Orion. So that's the first thing. Remember, enrollment appointments are available in Orion for summer, and it's open enrollment. For fall, the enrollment appointment will be released on the 28th. So get ready for that. If you are newer to the university, as a newer student, your enrollment appointment may be a little later in the week, but everyone has the same week of enrollment. It's always the week of April 4th, or the first week of April around that time, when all grad students can enroll. And then you have the remainder of the summer to enroll in classes or change things up, but always enroll first a little earlier if you can. The other thing I want you guys to remember is, like it's number 2, review the academic calendar. The academic calendar for summer and fall are now available online on our UTD website, and it has all the important dates that you need for enrollment, for the first day of class, the last day of class, which is great, even though we haven't gotten there yet, but I'm always thinking about summer vacation. So it has all those special dates that you need to know, as well as dates for and deadlines for payments. Payment dates and deadlines are always on the second page, so be sure to look at both pages. Sometimes people forget to scroll down, so go all the way down the page so you get all of those important deadlines. If you have any questions about the payments, I would recommend that you do contact the Office of the Bursar or the Financial Aid Office, because those are their important deadlines. So I want you guys to be able to contact them as early as possible as well, so you are squared away for summer and fall. Number 3 is to look at your academic holds and clear them if you can. Academic holds are service indicators that mean you need to complete something. Some task has to be done. They are located in your Orion Student Center under the task tile. So when you go into your UTD Student Center, you have, I think, maybe 9 tiles, big 9. It's probably right in that second row. Click there if you see holds. Click on the holds to see where that hold comes from. If it's an enrollment hold, it may come from advising if something is not going well, like if you're on probation, there might be a hold there. So be sure to click to see where that hold comes from, which office you need to contact, and contact them early. You may also have holds because of weird things like library fines or parking fines. So if you have those, please get those done now so that you can enroll in classes, because they may prevent you from enrolling. I guess I'm on 5. Am I on 5? 4? Monica, Monica, no, 4. Look up your degree plan in the catalog. The catalog is available online, so please look it up to see what classes you need to complete. You may also have a degree plan or a degree audit in e-learning if you've been here for a while. That we and advisors have uploaded for you. That is used as a tool to keep you on track. So if you're able to go onto the e-learning platform, or even in the catalog, just to check, where I am on my degree now, what classes do I want to take, and what classes do I need to take. Those may not be two of the same thing. So try to make sure that you have your core done first, and then think about what the electives that you plan to take are, and talk to your program if you need to, if you're not sure about the course content of those courses. reach out early. I know that the programs are having webinars and face-to-face sessions in the coming weeks to help you guys plan your classes. So please attend those. Some students will come to us and say, "Oh, I didn't know." Well, they're sending out those emails to their emails directly from the program. So check your UTD emails. It's my next thing. Please check your UTD emails because a lot of things are going to be happening now, and we really want you to be involved in them. So don't miss out. Even if you see your friends going to something, maybe go with them. I know that we're going to start doing some job fairs, and all of that's going to start happening on the campus. So just be aware of what's happening and don't miss out, as Dean Powell said. And my last thing, I think I have to, sorry, is once you're researching the classes, start to plan the schedule. Some people will only research and then they won't plan, and they only plan on day one of enrollment. Don't do that. Have more than one plan, because sometimes plan A is not the only plan that you're going to get, because there are a lot of students and a lot of people want specific professors. That may not happen. So please have plan A, B, and C so that you are prepared for any situation and that you're happy with what you get. If you wait too long to plan, you may not be a happy camper at the end of the semester. So plan early, have a lot of plans, and reach out if you have any questions to advising or your program so that we can get you situated now so that you're good to go later. So I think that was really sick, but I'm not a counter. It's fine.
Your bonus number 6 was fabulous.
Okay,
so thank you for the fabulous 5 and the bonus number 6. You know, the other thing that I might just pop in, and I'm going to call it the bonus tidbit from the Grad Dean, is if you are in a situation where you may be struggling in a class, you did the midterm, it didn't turn out quite as you hoped, or a paper you turned in didn't give you quite the grade it hoped. I mean, we are sitting at a place where you've got, 5 weeks of the semester left. Do not wait to go and have a conversation with your faculty about what do I need to do on the final to pass the class or to get my grade up. Too many students just sort of have this, oh, it's going to be okay. I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to get there. You need to take advantage of those office hours. Go talk to the faculty, go talk to the TA, understand what material is going to be covered on a final. Start studying that information now. Do not wait. So David, you are a program director for our supply chain program, and I'm sure that you probably have some advice for students who aren't the overachievers, maybe the underachievers. So what is your, hold on, number 1 piece of advice for underachievers? I don't know which way. Is this the right way?
It works.
All right. So number 1 advice for underachievers who might be in some grade difficulty.
Yeah, and I, as a program director and as a faculty member, I can say what Dean Powell just said is absolutely dead. It's spot on. Go talk to that faculty member. See if if you're struggling with some of the coursework or some of the concepts, get in front of them. Ask them to help you through that. Look, I can't believe in my classes how many people don't take advantage of the extra credit, and it's fairly simple. Go to a student organization. Take advantage of those extra credit opportunities. Make sure that when you get the study guide or a review guide or any of that type of information from the faculty member or from the TA about the course, go through there, make sure that you understand those. Also, ask clarification questions. I know my students ask me all the time, well, if you're going to do the final, is this going to be from the text? Is it going to be from the material you're sharing, or is it going to be combined? Make sure that you understand where is that information coming from. So I think, as Dean Powell said, don't just throw in the towel or just think that, okay, I'm going to slide by and I'll get through the remainder of the course. One big piece of advice I have is really on the projects, because a number of your courses have final projects that you're working as team members. Make sure that you guys are staying on track for your team projects, that the work is getting completed, it's being reviewed. Ask the faculty member to take a look at your progress and see if that he or she feels that you're on track. That's one of the biggest things that comes in my classes. I have projects in them, and students wait until the very end to turn the project in. and say, well, but we didn't understand this piece. Well, it's too late at that point. So take advantage of this time that you have left in the semester. Absolutely.
Yeah, and look at your syllabus. Understand
Yes.
the grading policy for your class and what percentage those final projects are going to contribute to your final grade or to the final exam. So be sure to have done that. You know, I've done 3 degrees, undergrad, grad, and a PhD. And whenever I struggled in a class, I love the advice my dad gave me. He said, always make the smartest person in the class your best friend. So I didn't exactly know how to do that. But when I brought like 3 brownies for the smartest person in the class and I set them down in front of them and said, oh, I know you're going to love these brownies as much as you love me. Can you spend a couple of hours with me after class to go over some concepts? I never had anybody turn me down. So sometimes just partnering up with the individual who seems to have the content down pat is way worth your time. And we have a culture here of helping each other out. And I can't imagine that a student needs to be bribed like I did it. They're probably going to help you just because they are a good person. So, you know, be sure to take advantage of your peers. They have a wealth of information. So
And
aside from
Monica,
advice,
can I add one more point real quick?
Sure.
You just hit on an excellent point. A lot of the programs, if not all the programs, have mentor opportunities for student-to-student mentoring. Take advantage of those. I have students who come to me and say, hey, I'm in the supply chain program. I didn't sign up to be for a mentor. Can I have help now? I'm working with 2 students right now. Let your program director know, because basically what he or she is going to do is send it out to the team, to those student mentors, and say, can you please help this person out? So that was a great point you just made.
Yeah, I think we forget about our colleagues, the peers that we're going through the program with. But, you know, it's an exciting time. It's a beautiful day here in Dallas. The weather is gorgeous. You know, spring is upon us. So spring into the rest of your semester. Get a hold of your classes. If you're applying for internships, be relentless. Don't give up. Keep applying. Make sure your resume is ready. Make sure you're taking advantage of mock interviews. Make sure you're going to those career fairs like Angela mentioned. There's so many opportunities here. You don't want to leave anything on the on the sidelines. Give it all. And you're young. You don't need a lot of sleep. You're youthful, so get after it and give up a couple of those sleep hours and take advantage of all these opportunities that are right at your fingertips. Now, I am betting, Norma, because whenever we do a chat with a graduate dean, we're going to have some questions. Do we have any questions from the audience?
We do have one about the summer semester. They aren't seeing as many courses offered in the summer, and they're wondering if we will add more or what that outlook is like usually for summer.
So David, we are in the process of adding a handful more courses at this point. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I sure can. You're going to start seeing some expanded options for the summer. We're going to be adding additional courses. For the operations management department, I'm working on some right now that we normally don't offer in the summer. So for folks who are looking for additional electives or core courses, because we do have those in the summer, you're going to see an expansion on those as well. So keep watching that schedule. We are in the process right now of getting those all in from the department, getting those entered in on our schedule, and then Angela's team will have those available as well, so you guys can start enrolling in those. So we're trying to get that done before that April 4th deadline.
Right. Thank you, David, for that. Norma, do we have any other questions, or are students just on top of it?
No more questions at this moment.
Well, that is terrific. Well, we really want to send a message out to all of you to engage with us. Let us be your resources. If you need an advising answer, Norma is going to put into the chat the email address that you send an email to. It's jsomgradvising@utdallas.edu. And to Angela's point, all of your degree programs will be holding webinars to kind of go over the curriculum and the degree choices. Attend those. Now, a lot of those are going to be recorded, which means that you can watch them at 2 a.m. after you watch that last session of that Netflix series. And so take advantage of doing that, because oftentimes that they can give you tips. I think the other thing that, and it's probably the final thing that I want to remind students about, is that, you know, you begin with the end in mind. So don't forget to think about what it is that you're going to do when this degree is over. Make sure that you're spending a little bit of your free time looking at those job descriptions out there that you plan to apply for, and make sure you are getting the technical skills, the credentials, the knowledge you need through your degree program to be competitive for that job. The worst thing a student can do is get down to the last semester, not have taken any of our advice to, you know, begin with the end in mind, and all of a sudden they start applying for jobs and they're missing important courses that they should have taken, or a certificate that they could have added to their portfolio. So don't do that. Look at what you want to do and be, and make sure you're taking the courses and getting the experiences you need so you will be competitive for that. The other thing that I just want to throw out is, if you do have a question that you want to send to the grad programs, you can send an email to JSOM-grad-programs. Is that right, Norma? She's going to put it in the chat, and you can send those, and the graduate programs office will answer those. And then I think the last thing I just want to say to everybody is we do love you guys, and you know, you are the best champions of our program. So please reach out there to people that you think might be interested in getting an advanced degree here. Help encourage them to come and be a part of the experience that you've had. This is a really cool and special place. We don't just say that we adore our students, we really do. And we make time for each and every one of you. So continue to help us be number one, whichever way it is, and help us do what makes us a great program, a great school, a great university. We're really honored that you would choose us and that this is your destination. So let us help celebrate you and make you into everything that you want to be. So thanks for attending the Graduate Dean chat. We'll be back next month. I can't tell you what kind of audio visuals I might have then, but I'm sure we'll have something on the schedule for all of you. I want to thank Angela for being with us. Your top 5 and your bonus 6 were just awesome. Dr. Widdifield, thank you for your tips to the students. I think that those are great, coming from the perspective of a faculty member and program director. And Norma, you always bring the magic to make it happen. So thank you guys for being here. Be in touch with us if we can help.